Hare Krishna. In the recent past, in ISKCON society, some of the great generals, gurus and GBCs have left the world, gone back to Godhead. So some people have a question, why such great souls have to suffer for some disease, from some diseases or some health complications, and why they should not have a very smooth transit from this world to that world. Oftentimes, our neophyte consciousness makes us think that Lord has to do certain things in a certain way only. We have our own imaginative expectations from the Lord that this is the way it should be done. Like you will see, Parikshit Maharaj left his body after 7 days of hearing the Srimad Bhagavatam. When flowers were showered from the sky, he ascended to the spiritual world. So he had got a curse to die in 7 days from Shringi, and he could have reversed the curse, being a pure devotee of Krishna, but he didn't reverse. He thought it's welcome, let it come upon me so that I can finish off my term in the material world and go back home, back to Godhead. Vritrasura left his body in the battlefield, and while leaving the body, what was his consciousness? He sang those famous prayers. Aham hare tava padaikamula dasanudaso bhavitasme bhuyah manasmare tasu pater gunamste grinitava karma karotu kayah nanaka prishtam na cha parameshtyam na sarvabhaumam na rasadhipatyam na yoga siddhir apunarbhavam va samanjasatva virahayya kamkshe ajata pakshaya mataram kagastanyam yatha vatsatarakshudartha priyam priyeva vishitam vishanna manoravindaksha didrikshate tvam. He offered a prayer, my dear Lord, I have no other aspiration in my life other than to become a servant of your devotees. And with my body I want to engage in your devotional service. With my tongue I want to glorify you. With my mind I want to remember you. And I don't want heavenly planets. I don't want Dhruva-loka. I don't want Ashtasiddhis. I don't want moksha. I don't want freedom from all sufferings. Wherever you wish to put me, I just want to be your devotee. And I have no other desire other than this. Just as a calf is awaiting her mother, or just as the birds in the nest are awaiting the mother and father, birds, to return in the evening, just as a wife is waiting at the door, waiting for the husband to return back, like that my heart is longing to see you and serve you. I have no other aspiration. So although he was in the battlefield, this was the heart of Vritrasura. Same manner, Bhishma Pitamah left the body in the battlefield, but while chanting the Vishnu Sahasranama Stotram, in glorification of the Supreme Lord, remembering the Lord even in the battlefield, you will see that. So, many of our acharyas who are leaving their body and going back to Godhead, you will see either they came to Vrindavan or Mayapur and they are chanting the holy name in the last part of their life constantly, like His Holiness Kadambakanan Maharaj. He refused to take any painkiller. His own spiritual master, His Holiness Jayadut Swami Maharaj, admired that. He said, who in this world, when they have a cancer, they won't take any medicine for suppressing the pain. So he agreed to live in the Dham in the last part of his life and continues to chant and leave the body. His Holiness Bhakti Tirth Swami also, chanting the holy name, he left the body, last part of his life. And His Holiness Gopalakrishna Goswami Maharaj, just a couple of days ago, he was in Dehradun. He was the chief host of the bureau meeting where he had invited leaders from all over the country and they had come. He held the meeting, he welcomed everybody. He was completely absorbed in the mission of Srila Prabhupada. So, Prabhupada says serving the mission of Srila Prabhupada is the same as serving Krishna. Because he is expanding the mission, establishing the mission, increasing Krishna's territory in Maya's kingdom. More and more, constantly planning for Krishna's mission. And every morning Maharaj used to do puja of his own deities for more than 1 hour, sitting with the deities, performing their abhishek, dressing them, decorating them with jewelry. Once when he got hit in the bathroom on the head, it was bleeding. So he told his servant, "You just put a cloth over my head and I can't stop my puja." And he was still continuing his puja. Along with that bleeding head, he was continuing his puja for the deities. So, on one hand, you see his intense desire to serve his deities on one hand. On the other hand, his intense desire to expand the mission of Srila Prabhupada loyally, faithfully, even in that old age, surrounded by devotees. So, one should see how a person has led his life, and one should see the last part of his life, how he is absorbed in Krishna-related activities. And in this material world, everybody, even during the life, they are running here and there, chasing after sense gratification. At the time of death, they try to prolong their life with no inclination for God. So many people are wasting their life like that. So, Lord Krishna wants to show the world how my devotee in any circumstance, whether a circumstance of disease or when one's body is very healthy, these are immaterial. But how one is increasing remembrance of the Lord by being loyally absorbed in his mission, by chanting his holy name, by worshipping his deity, by remaining connected and loyal within the 4 walls that is laid by one's guru faithfully. So these are the most important things. So all his life he led a life of purity, devotion, missionary compassion, and till his last breath he didn't own anything, he didn't demand anything, he didn't go away and do anything on his own. He remained faithful at the dust of Srila Prabhupada's lotus feet. So we have to learn from these great souls how to become Krishna conscious, how to remain Krishna conscious, how to remain throughout our life, so that when we leave the body, we will leave the body in a glorious way in the lotus feet of Srila Prabhupada and lotus feet of the divine couple. So all these great souls, one by one, when they pass, we come to understand how they have lived their life. And their life itself is worthy of our meditation, and it's worthy of following, so that we can do an iota of small drop of the oceanic good they did for the whole world. Srila Prabhupada ki, Acharyamda ki, Harinam Prabhu ki. Let's offer our humble obeisances and to all the Vaishnava devotees of the Lord who are just like desert trees or ocean of mercy and full of compassion for the fallen conditioned souls. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Ananta koti Vaishnava vrinda ki, Vaishnava Thakur Srila Prabhupada ki, Namacharya Haridas Thakur ki,